Hey everyone, Rua here with a guide for this month's Ambuscade. Let's just get this out the way. This is going to be a pretty slow month for players without pet jobs to do this reliably on VD. Even then, that's not a given. This fight is actually really easy on D for melee jobs. You just need to coordinate well with your party and also be aware of a few gimmicks. You're up against 3 Lamia, Frazier, Frigg and Scarthy. The Lamia have attacks which have different effects on you, whether you're facing them or whether you're turned away. Turning away for too long will reset the hate on the player the Lamia is targeting, so you can't back tank this the entire fight. On VD, Frigg has access to an AoE charm attack right out the gate, but on D, she only gets this attack when Frazier dies. Defeating Frazier first while Frigg is untouched is therefore a pretty bad idea. You'll need to coordinate well with your party to do this properly, or it's going to be an absolute disaster. Your tank needs to grab Frigg and Scarthy, while your main DPS grab Frazier and get to work on her. Remember, you don't actually want to kill Frazier until Frigg is nearly down. It's something your tank can work on while you're fighting Frazier. Frazier is weak to piercing damage, Frigg is weak to slashing damage, and Scarthy is weak to blunt damage. This is why I brought Warrior to this fight, as it can kick ass with pretty much any weapon type it picks up. If you're doing this on Warrior, use a polearm for Frazier, a great axe or sword for Frigg, and a club with a fencer build for Scarthy. A shooting Corsair and a polearm warrior will make very quick work of Frazier, but again, and I have to stress this, be careful you don't actually kill her. Frazier will use and synchronize Eagle Eye Shot with Frigg and Scarthy when she reaches 75, 50, 25 and 10%. Your tank needs to know when this is coming, as being hit with 2 Eagle Eye Shots in a mid-cast set could easily kill them. Frazier's gaze attack is Petrification, but it can be easily dealt with by competent White Mage. Again, watch for Eagle Eye Shot, it can really flippin' hurt. Imperiling Disregard only affects you if you're facing away from a Lamia when it's used. It inflicts a double whammy of Petrification and Doom to all hit with hit. If your healer's nearby, facing away, and is caught with it, it could be game over. Be very careful. Okay, here's what you do not do, and hands held high, I really messed up here. If Frigg is still alive and Frazier is nearly dead, the DPS fighting Frazier needs to disengage and keep facing her, using abilities or spells to keep hate. Do not, like I did here, turn away. This will eventually reset your hate, and things could go south really fast. Your second DPS needs to help the tank out with Frigg if she's still alive. If you're using a Corsair, then Savage Blade spamming will do nicely, since it's slashing damage. I almost caused a wipe here. If Imperiling Disregard had hit the healer, that loss would have been entirely on me. When Frigg is nearly down, it's time to kill Frazier, and then quickly take out Frigg before she can even try to charm everyone. Coordination is key here, as since she's below 25% HP, Frigg will use TP as soon as she has enough to use an attack. If it's the charm move and you're not ready, it could be game over. When Scarthy is the only one left standing, switch to a club fencer build and start spamming Black Halo. Black Halo will link with Last Stand for Light, and some pretty powerful ones too. Scarthy still has a nasty attack in the form of Blight Dance, which will hit everyone looking at her with Petrification and a pretty strong poison. However, since your healer and support will be out of range, they can quickly get the ailments off. Blight Dance will just slow down your kill speed more than anything. It's nothing really dangerous that can end a run. If you have the blunt damage available, Scarthy will fall soon enough, ending the battle. I've experimented with various strategies for melee jobs on VD, but frankly I found it's just not worth it. I would just stay with D for this month if you're intent on doing volume 1, as it would be much easier to pick up people and roll with the strategy without a major headache. The key item for this fight is also a pain in the ass to get, forcing you to either do assault missions or go into a very obscure and difficult to reach survival guide well off the beaten track, only to find a handful of Lamia on a very lengthy respawn timer. It sucks. If you get a solid group, I recommend sticking with it. Get as much of this done as you can in one go. I'll wrap this up here. I'm aiming to have a new job guide out and a very interesting editorial video out within the next week or so. Be sure to keep an eye out for it. I'll see you then.